Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. Hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I hope you didn't melt. Um, uh, Getting a little bit of break, had a little rain in a few spots. And so hope you had just a wonderful weekend. Enjoyed the time with your family, the fireworks, or with the celebration, and enjoyed your freedom that God has given us. And I appreciate you using it this morning to join me here as we continue to read through and just we're not giving it in-depth study. I think you know that by now. Just reading it and giving you one old guy's opinion, I guess. Sometimes a little more rooted in real, I guess, exposition, and sometimes just how the passage strikes me. And so let's pick up here in the 35th chapter of the book of Genesis, beginning in the first verse. God said to Jacob, "Arise, go up to Bethel and dwell there. Make an altar there to God who appeared to you when you fled from your brother Esau." I think some of you, it seemed like there might have been a problem with Friday's video, but what has happened, just to refresh your memory, or again, if you didn't see Friday's video, Jacob's got a mess here. If you remember, just to summarize what's going on, his daughter Dinah has been abused and raped by a local prince in that area. This upsets her brothers, obviously, and they have struck out and they've killed the prince and everybody else. All the other men in the city, they killed them, and they took the wives, the children, the valuables, and looted the city. Well, now Jacob's got a big problem. Jacob, obviously, they're not much of a problem because his sons have killed them all. But they do have a problem because everybody else around them, they're unhappy. All the other rulers, all the other cities would be rightfully concerned. Maybe Jacob and his brothers or his sons are going to pull something like this on us as well. And so Jacob is fully expecting that all these surrounding kings are going to join together, and they're going to come on him and they're going to destroy him. And so he is extremely concerned about what was going on. I think it's safe to say maybe at this time Jacob's also it's kind of come crashing in on him that, maybe I didn't do too good a job of raising these kids. I hadn't given them the spiritual training. I've been kind of a scoundrel. I've lived kind of a worldly life, and now it's coming home to roost, as they say, which would obviously lead or caused, either way, Jacob to look in the mirror at himself and say, where did I go wrong? I had a lot of blessing in my life, a lot of opportunity, and I've kind of squandered it. He could, to jump ahead a little bit. If you look down in verse 2, you see where Jacob tells his household to put away the foreign gods that are among you. He's allowed idolatry to come into his home, into his workplace, or in his workplace, but among his workers. And so Jacob's got a lot going on. And it's just all kind of coming home again to roost. And God tells him, all right, Jacob, here's what you do. Get up, go to Bethel, dwell there, make an altar, and you go home. You come back. God sometimes, and some people may not like this. I know they don't, not me. Some people don't like this about God, but it's a reality you and I need to be aware of. Sometimes God will allow our circumstances. He will use those circumstances, our own bad choices and decisions, to knock us flat on our back. To get us where we need to be, to get us where He wants us to be. Um, Many years ago, I heard a man talking about he had several health issues and spent a good bit of time in the hospital in traction, laying on his back in a hospital bed. And I remember him saying when it was over, he said, you get real close to God when you're laying staring up at Him all day long for a few weeks. Sometimes God knocks us down on our back so we're looking in the right direction, and that's looking up at Him. The circumstances you're in right now that maybe you don't understand, maybe they're not comfortable, you don't like them, you wouldn't have planned them for yourself, but you are there. I've shared with you before the fellow I worked for years ago who told me never. Again, the company used to send me out of town a lot, spending a lot of trips to go places and work. And he said one time, if you got to go anyway, never go anywhere that you don't learn something that you can use. And you're in those circumstances, when you're flat on your back, learn something. What's God trying to teach you right now in the situation, the circumstances you find yourself in? You think about it. Have a great day. We'll see you here tomorrow.